The final addition to Title Update 3.13 has gone live, and the schedule got screwed up. Why? Because Becklilith and Aquiliotae decided to say, hey, you know what, we don't like freedom, and we're just going to release together. So they did, they released together, and now the entire schedule got messed up, and now my recording is now dead. So I'm just going to be doing the VFX for this, and hopefully Ludia decides to announce their scheduling here on out. But that being said, we're going to be showcasing Aquiliotae today and just saying how good of a creature it is with its stats, abilities, combat mechanics, and how it fits and could fit into the meta here on out. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this one. This was a pretty fun one to record and a little bit hard. You'll see once we get to the actual showcasing bit of it. But I hope you all enjoy this one, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as we explain Aquiliotae. Now, I actually kind of fuck with Aquiliotae's design. It's got a pretty cool tail as well. They actually went the extra mile and gave it a longer tail to similar to what Panthera blythea has, and I kind of like it. It's got that nice cool wind effect to it. It's got the dome on its head. They did good for what they had, but is it my favorite? Definitely not. But without further ado, I think it's the perfect time to head into our first section, the species profile. You know what the walking reminds me of? The walking reminds me of Lord Shen from Kung Fu Panda 2. My personal favorite movie of the Kung Fu Panda trilogy. Oh wait, no, there's a fourth movie. My favorite of the four movies, because I mean, I really hope the fourth one isn't really canon, because that one was really, really mid and probably kind of sucky, if I gotta admit. But we're not here to talk about that. I mean, if a lot of people do like the name Shen for Aquiliotae, then fuck it. I mean, I guess we're just gonna name it Shen now. It just genuinely reminds me of the walk that he had in that movie. Anyway, Aquiliotae has got some pretty decent stats. It's got 4,720 health, 1,750 attack, 130 speed, no armor, 10% crit chance, and 125 critical damage. So, right off the gate, it's got a really weird stat line. The health especially. Its health just pisses me off so much because it's just so unclean. I would rather have it 4,750 because at least then it looks a little bit cleaner, but 20 really of all things? And that's actually what screwed me up with the boost builds, because at the time I didn't have the necessary beta at the time to give a proper boost distribution for it. So if you see down in sector 4 that I have a incorrect stat line, that's probably why. But the lack of armor as well really does mess with it, especially against things like Urimo Canis most. It would definitely benefit from having at least 10% armor, because I'm pretty sure the unique counterpart to Aquiliotae does have armor. I could be wrong. Let me know down below if I am. I have not really tested that unique at all whatsoever. But overall, these are some fairly decent stats, and for a cunning, that's pretty good. I think it's on par with Nominrex in terms of general bulk and damage distribution. Just in terms of like the damage itself, Nominrex easily still takes the cake, in my opinion, when it comes to damage dealing. But that could actually be a cool face-off video for the next face-off episode. Let me know if you'd be down to see that. Anyway, I think we've rambled enough about these stats. Let's head on to the abilities of Aquiliotae in Sector 2. I'm going to go off on a limb and say that Aquiliotae has actually got itself some pretty... Yeah, you can't record a video without cars just being the most obnoxious thing ever, can you? Anyway, I lost my train of thought. But as I was saying, I think Aquiliotae's got some pretty balanced stats for what it is, just based off its contributors. It's got itself Cunning Resilient Strike, which is in my opinion one of the best strike moves in the game. Shielded Evasive Hunt, so instead of dodging 100% of the damage, you still got that 100% chance to dodge, but now it is 67% with the shield. So it reminds me of the Ardontic Nathis buff that I did a couple weeks ago, so I think that is a pretty cool concept that Ludia is now starting to put out. It's got Crippling Triple Spear, so this is a very good move. It's got, you hit 3 times, you distract them 100%, and you reduce their healing by 100%. So that actually has a pretty cool niche to it, and it could synergize well with a couple of things, in my opinion. It's also got Precise Double Cunning Strike. So it's pretty much like what Panthera blythea has, but now it's got the cunning factor to it. It's also got swap in nullifying dodge, so again a little bit of some synergy going on there. Blighted wound and counter, and then a tier 5 reactive. So, yeah, this kit is not terrible. It's got itself some decent synergy. It's got a very good it's got very good potential to be a possible high tyrant. I think once set up, then it's definitely a high tyrant, but normally I would just probably put this in like mid tyrant. I'd say high end mid tyrant just because of the amount of output you will be putting out. Had precise cunning double strike and triple spear swapped precision components, I think that this would have been one of the best creatures in the game. Or if it got Pantherator's counterattack, like its piercing nullifying counter, then we probably would have seen a much more lethal creature on our hands. Because Nullify is still proving to be one of the best negative effects in the game, just because of the amount of positive effects your opponent will want to benefit from. So I am going to be very bold in saying this. Had Aquiliotae got that same piercing nullifying counter, it most likely would be a high tyrant, but at the time being, currently, I am going to be placing it in a high-end mid-tyrant range. I think that stuff like Ampulla Masto, and then Atros Melistes are still very prominent. But let's find out what its matchups are in the next sector, in Sector 3. So like I said at the beginning, I'm kind of redoing the VFX for this. And just as a little bit of a note, these matchups here might be a little bit outdated just because I had this before the full matchup spread for Aquiliotae. So things are going to be switched around, and I will be posting an updated matchup spread sometime after this releases. But I think stuff like Sarah Stegatops can probably go in 50% range. Junior as well has been newly introduced, and that can kind of screw up with Aquiliotae as well. The swap in mechanics. Aquiliotae can actually kill Spinotops in some situations. I think you need a very bulky Spinotops, like around 9,000 health to survive the triple spear, which is still pretty nuts that Aquiliotae is able to pull that off. It's also dependent on if you dodge or not, because if you don't, then you're pretty screwed. It also does kill a Tremolistes in some situations, but you'd have to play a little bit stupidly as the Atro player in order to die. And then Serranosaurus could probably go in... Serranosaurus and Rajadorixes could probably go in 25% as well, now looking at it and kind of reflecting on its matchups. But Aquiliotae is, again, sort of like Nominrex, got some pretty balanced matchups in its hand. I don't expect it to really go anywhere else unless we get more creatures that will get hurt from nullification effects. But at the time being, I think this is probably what you can expect from the Aquiliotae matchups, but I'll do more testing as time goes on, so this isn't final, and I just wanted to let you guys know beforehand, before I get I try to fight a Monolomoth, and I got killed by it. Why did you put it there? It's just for the time being, so yeah, I'll try to update this as time goes on, but I think without further ado, it is finally time to get into our final sector in Sector 4. I need to throw out another disclaimer here before people rag on that I got this incorrect, and I'm going to go off on another limb and say this is probably incorrect based off of the boost stats because I did not have them at the time of making this, but I went with 12, 19, 1, which in theory, I'm going to double check this and post in a pin comment, should get you around 8,200 health, 3,450 attack, and 134 speed. I used a very different boost build in the matchups because I got the build right at while after doing this. But going into ranking Aquiliotae, I'm going to be giving it a 3 on both synergy and flexibility. I think as a cunning, it is pretty good and will fit a good niche. Remo Canis level, probably not, but we'll see. I might eat my words on that, just like I did with Serranosaurus a couple weeks ago. And then synergy, it's got good swap-in potential. It's got good nullification, dodge, so I'd say decent synergy on that. I mean, swap-in, nullification, and the dodge as well are kind of mid, but I think they should work out in some scenarios. And then I gave it a 4 out of 5 in head-to-head, competitiveness, and fun. Arguably, you probably could could put head to head as a 3 out of 5. Realistically speaking, just because there's a lot of bulk in the meta, and just like a Remocanus, Aquiliotae is not going to do too well against them. But like I said, its nullification factor should carry it. The competitive side, I think it will probably fit another similar role to a Remocanus, being a good cunning creature and something that kills like a lot of fears. And in my opinion, Dragonith really isn't a huge issue as it once was anymore, so there is something else to back you up there. And then flexibility, or sorry, fun. I had a decent amount of fun using Aquiliotae. It wasn't really something that I had used consistently, but doing damage I think was really, really fun. It would do 15,000 damage on Triple Spear because I ended up getting its attack to 5,000. And if you can do the math correctly, 5 times 5 times 5 is 15. So yeah, I love big numbers, and hitting 15k in that round was hilarious. But ladies and gentlemen, that is Aquiliotae, and I hope you enjoyed this. The battles are pretty fun, and I got to showcase some pretty cool matchups, so hope you enjoy this. Let me know what you think of Aquiliotae down below, and my apologies if I got anything wrong. I'll try to correct them as time goes on, but without further ado, you guys want to see the carnage, so let's head on over to the showcase. Ooh, I drew the Rixies. Alright, I'm going to try something new. So I did a couple of tests looking through just a little bit of creatures that could probably stand up to the big 5 now. And I chose Pyroxes because I really want to see how good it performs. And you know what? It's got its good first matchup against Spinotops here. Oh yes, I pinned it. Wait, can I kill it? I think I could kill it. I think Bleed just does enough anyway. Oh, he's resistant to it, never mind. Dude, Pyroxes is locking in. I can see why my friend uses it now on the shores. It actually does do decently against this stuff. It's... I don't know why Rajadorixes doesn't have Decimating Wound, but Pyroxes is definitely better now in my opinion. Just because it can deal with that sort of stuff. I might even place it on a tier list, fuck it. I mean, it just killed Spinotops, so that's gotta be something, right? Who would have expected Pyroxes of all things to come back in the big 25? That's crazy. And it ends with a dead Spinotops. I got a lot of questions asking me, how did you meet Beaver? And I guess that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about, how I became friends with James. And it's kind of embarrassing, I'm not even going to lie. Oh, he has Aquiliotae, fuck. Okay, it doesn't have an on-escape, that's good. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of dogging on Tyrannosaurus, and for good reason, it was kind of meh. But that on-escape now kind of carries it because it's almost impossible to do anything to it unless you nullify. And Aquiliotae can kind of mess it up. If you swap in on Serrano and you use Aquiliotae, then it's probably going to be pretty good in my opinion. That is a huge hit though. He's... Whoa! Guys, I think I afflicted it. I don't know why, but I think it said affliction somewhere in there. Do I die here? Oh, if he spears me, then I'm going to. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a 50-50. Ooh, so you can maybe 50-50 Serrano? I might die here, though. I don't think... Oh, it's afflict resistant. Okay. Oh. I bet it's like something like 33% or something. I don't think they'd give this thing like extremely high affliction resistance. That's pretty cool. Okay. I think I should kill it now, right? Unless he decides to swap. No, he doesn't. Okay. Sweet. And down you go. I really... Yeah, Serrano now is kind of scary because he doesn't want to swap in on it. I think we do need more creatures with swap in nullification because that is a... Ambush on escape is a very scary on escape, I will say. Ooh, Megalosevia. Do I want to swap in on here or do I just want to kill him? I say kill him. The birds are chirping outside. It must be a very jolly day. And boom. Oh, wow, I crit. Serrano's locking in. I honestly need to make a video now on Serrano and Junior. I'm getting so many requests to get a Junior upload. And I don't know if everyone wants to see Junior, if I gotta admit. I mean, it's good. It's definitely good. It's really fun as well to use. But, like... It's already been a couple of weeks since it's released, and I don't think people really care about it too much anymore. I don't know. Oh wow, that was I didn't expect to die with that. Okay. Sure, I guess Aquiliotae I could throw in. Yeah. He's got to bring something into like. Oh shit. So I think I'm just gonna go for Nullifying Strike in case he brings Impello, which he didn't. He got Arimo Canis. Yeah. What was I saying? I was gonna say something. Oh, I resisted stun. What's my resistance? Is it like 50%? 75%? I think it might be like 66%. Oh, you reduce their healing with that counter. That is cool. I can see this thing actually being pretty decent. I don't know if it's gonna fit the same role as Arimo, because with the Remo you're kind of just stalling, but with this you're just trying to you're prioritizing and killing them as fast as possible, which I guess is good. It definitely fits my sort of play style. Oh, he might wait. He might go Mockery here. The fact that Triple Spear reduces their healing by 100% does make for some very good synergy. And I actually got an idea for this. Hold on. So I hit him 3 times. I do like that animation. It's cool. 3,000 attack. You do so much damage, dude. Holy shit. Wait, does he bleed out here? I think he might bleed out here. Oh, he lives that as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I don't want to die to that. Well, I don't want my... Well, I mean, I could swap out, but... I'm going to swap Erixies. Just in case, because I actually don't know what the game plan here was. I probably could have just sacrificed Aquiliotae and let Rixies take the win. It's going to take the win here regardless, no? Just in case, if the game decides to heal him, which I don't think it will. Nah, it doesn't. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, you can definitely mix him for some cool synergy. No, not Rixies. What was I going to say? I was going to say something cool, but I forgot. Well, that's a win. I don't think he expected me to use Pyroxies. That was so fun. Alright, going in again. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, how I met James. Okay, so, again, like I said, it's a pretty embarrassing story, but it all started around the time when... Oh, Tromolistes. Wait, can I kill it? Oh, please say I can kill it. Oh my god, Pyroxy is locking in. Oh, wait. Oh my god, wait, would I have killed him if he went Cunning Impact? Oh shit. Oh! He tried it. So he's... Wow, so you just nuke everything. Can you kill Masto and Pello? That's crazy. I think you probably could as well. No, you definitely can kill Impello, and I think you can kill Masto as well. That's nuts. I'm bringing Aquiliotae back out. Honestly, I might just make a Pyroxies video. That is really, really interesting. Wow. Anyway, like I was saying, so this all started around the time in the Gaming Beaver corner, and a lot of people ask, why am I not there anymore? I got banned because one of the admins thought I said a joke. So Discord has a thing where you blur out certain parts of your words, and I put nice car, but like this was a couple years back because I was kind of like edgy with the humor, but it was like more darker humor, but I put like nice car, and then I blurred out everything after and then put like up until ER, so they thought I called somebody the N-word, and one of the mods saw that and straight up just banned me for it. And then when I asked the other mod, they were like, yeah, I found it funny, but the other mod, which I will not name, the other mod just didn't really like it. I was like, oh, am I gonna be unbanned for that? You're like, no. So I'm like, okay. It was pretty funny that I actually got banned for that. Everyone was laughing as well, so yeah, that was a really stupid way to go out. Anyway, I met Beaver around the time when the Gaming Beaver corner was first made, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so nervous to meet you. Like, because I was a nobody back then. I was I was much younger. I was a fan of his videos, and I was watching every single one when he was like making Jurassic World the game. Jurassic World Alive, I think, was still around that time. And oh my god, And I was like, oh my god, I'm so nervous to meet you. It's so cool that I'm like one of your first members as well of the server, because he put that like channel, like he put that like link out on his community post, I think. And I was like, oh, I gotta get in quick. And I think I might have been among one of the first 100 people to join. Anyway, like I was saying, I was among one of the first 100 people to join, if I remember correctly. He was like, "No, no, it's okay, it's okay. There's, don't be nervous, mate. If I find the screenshot, I will put it up." But he was like, "No, no, it's okay. Don't be nervous, mate." I was like, "Oh my god, he's talking to me." So, um, I was actually gonna be part of his mod team, but again, because I was like a troll back then, I kept on like saying I was like 12 or 13, and then one of the admins thought I was being serious about that. And they're like, no, you can't be an admin tier. And I was like, fuck. But a couple of years later, I think this was around like a year and a half later, I actually got into his alliance because I had contact with a couple people there, and actually left MB Tough Love, and my old alliance with Justin Isu, or Justin Robertson, as you probably all know, and I think his name was Cherry or something like that. There's two Cherries, but one of them like is active, and then the other one isn't really active anymore. But this guy, he was like, "Yeah, I could talk to Beaver and get him in a raid with you." And I actually did raid with him. I put out the video like a couple of years ago when I was like in a Hadros Lux raid, and I raided with Beaver. And I was like, "Oh my god, I just raided with Beaver." And I actually ended up like sending him a friend request as well on Discord, because I was like, "Yo, we need to get the Mammoth strat as well." And he actually accepted it, talked back to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's actually talking to me." He didn't know who I was, but he knows now. But he was like, "Yeah, this is so cool and whatnot. Like, we definitely should do more." And then our friendship just kind of grew from there. Like around 2.7, I started talking to him more. I was in his alliance, and I was like one of the top contributors as well in terms of tournaments. And hold on, I'm getting a text. Okay, it's nobody. Wait, what was I saying? Forgot. But I was just helping him out, and I became a lot more frequent in his like live streams as well. I would deliberately stream snipe him. It was during like the Alberto Spinus raid and the Scorpius Rex Gen 3 arena stream he did, where I was just constantly like stream sniping him with the raid invites and trying to match him in battle. But he was like, "Tiger, stop!" But then he would like call on me again like later. I'd be like, "Hey, yo, Tiger, I need your help. Get me out of here." And yeah, our friendship just kind of grew from there. And then like over time, I would just give him like strategies. When Inditoris came out, I would tell him how to boost it. Nominarex as well. When that came out with Inditoris, so it was pretty cool. Our friendship just grew from there. Now obviously we don't talk as much, but since he's got the kids to take care of. So, I mean, it's no problem. I mean, I'm still honored that I was able to talk to him and, just get to know him more. Because James is honestly a really good person. He is just a humble, down-to-earth person. And I think that's why a lot of people do respect him. And he was so nice as well. Like, he was never, like, egotistical or standoffish. He was just open to talking and getting criticism as well. Not that I was, like, criticizing him hard or anything. I was just like, yeah, maybe next time don't do that. I was like, yeah, I would not do that next time. But he was so nice, and he was like just a really sweet guy. So it was very nice to talk to him, and I'm glad and honored that I was able to be his friend. But it went from me being a complete fanboy to being one of his most like reliable people back when he was playing Jurassic World Alive. This is actually a 50-50 right now. If he goes nullifying striker or triple spear. Fuck. Oh well, I lost. But yeah, I guess the moral of the story is if you fanboy hard enough, you will eventually meet the person you're standing. Not that I was like crazy obsessed with him, but I was just like, oh my god, I need to talk with Beaver. But he's just a really fun guy, and we became good friends. And I am hoping to get him on a collab one day. Like I said, he is taking care of his kids, so I do wish all the best for him and Whitney. But that said, let's just get back to the game, because I'm probably going to die here. I need to land the crit. If I don't land the crit, then I'm probably very, very dead. And I am dead. Nice. Fuck. I might actually tell this story of how I became friends with Mel Pops, because she was also a pretty big figure in the Jurassic World Live space when she was making her videos. She had like a good couple months of success, in my opinion. I mean, I'll probably tell that story I'll save that story for another time. I'm currently getting absolutely murked by Rajadurixes. Oh no, GG Spawn. Ah, nice one.